The big game is on September 6th. And that's when the Black Stars come face to face with the Chipolopolo of Zambia in the 2014 World Cup qualifiers, and that is the road to Brazil. For many of us who want to go to Brazil, it's very crucial that the Black Stars at least get a point in Kumasi at Bawuah Sports Stadium. And for going to 2 World Cups, definitely we want to make it a hat-trick and go to Brazil as well. And the man who will be masterminding all that tricks and all that tactics come that fateful day on Friday in Kumasi is no other than the head coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars. I have with me here to just throw a bit more light on the big game that is happening. Coach, thank you so much for your time, and tell me, so many things, they've said a lot about the Zambia game. First of all, what are you hoping to achieve next week?
The last 2 games we've played with Zambia, we've lost to Zambia. And, you know, Ghanaians, football is their food. And there's no way anyone can just say, oh, Zambia is going to be a walkover. You know, it's going to be a big game in the sense that Ghanaians will never, you know, want to lose the third time. And then, apart from that, you know, every Ghanaian now wants to make a passport, you know, to go to Brazil. And to go to Brazil, we need to clear this hurdle first. And for that reason, you know, every preparation that needs to be done, you know, is being put in place. And I believe that, you know, the players, when you speak to them, they are also so psyched up, even more than me. And it's a good thing though, but they all know that it's going to be a big game. And the most important thing is that they all make sure that they give out their best, and then the supporters as well, you know, should fill the stadium and put, you know, their support and prayers, you know, behind the team.
I remember you were telling me that you can go into the game with 4-4-2, but when you get on the field, the tactics changes. What are we going to see?
No, I believe that modern football is about attacking as a block, and then, you know, whenever you lose the ball, you all try to defend. But saying that, you know, the moment you make your mind out, oh, I'm going to defend, that's the worst kind of tactics that I'll expect any coach to do. Because once, the more you defend, the more you bring pressure on yourself, and with that, any deflection can score you. But I believe that it's important that we play at home, we make sure we attack, but when we lose the ball, we make sure we all come behind the ball and then pick up the ball as well.
You've seen the vibe that everybody wants to get to Brazil. Have you gotten all those calls and messages from your friends?
No, I mean, some people even meet you and say, oh, coach, you need to try and take us. But the thing is, no one who needs that more than me. And then secondly, it's something that's on the hearts of every Ghanaian. And for that reason, all what we need to do is to pray and, you know, put every support, and more especially the media. All our concentration now should be on how to support the Black Stars to win the game, and then to urge us on to qualify to the World Cup.
The players that went out coming in, would it in any way unsettle your squad?
No, I believe that, you know, Ghana is going to a battle, and it's important that all the best players that we have, we bring them on board, give everybody opportunity to also, you know, give what he can also give for Mother Ghana. You know, Ghana, the national team is not made for few people. It's made for every Ghanaian, and provided a Ghanaian is prepared to, you know, also give what he can, why not give him also the chance? And it's important that we put every support behind every player. You know, no exemptions. All players should be supported for the national cause. I believe that they've all psyched themselves up even before they come to the camp, and they know how important it is for them as well. Because if you look in the team now, about 80% of the team have not been to the World Cup before, and their ambition is also, you know, to taste how it is in the World Cup. So for that reason, you know, they even need it more than I need it, and I believe with that spirit and competitiveness in the team now, God will be on our side to get victory.
On Michael Essien, the big news that it came to so many people as a surprise when you named him in your squad for the upcoming game. How were you able to convince Michael to come back? Because I know you've been following him. You've gone to London to see him a couple of times. How did you convince Michael Essien to come back to the team?
Michael has always been my very good friend. Ever since I joined the national team, he has been a very good friend. He gives me 200% respect, and I also respect him. And unfortunately for Michael, if you look at the two major injuries that he has had in his life, it's when he played for the national team. And here is the case. Even I quite remember the last injury that he had. He did an operation, and even the doctors had to tell him, look, we're doing the fourth operation on your leg. If it doesn't work, sorry, you not play football again. And it took about 3 days for the doctors to bring the results. And within those 3 days, I was almost every time calling him. He was also calling me, and it was like he could not even close his eyes, because it was like, my life over. And all is because of his services that he gave to the nation. And look, after even recovering, he lost his position at Chelsea, and I think that was the time with Plavy. And in most cases, I'll call him, trying to convince him to come back. And Capito, look, even after the injury, I've lost my position in the team. Now I'm finding it difficult, in getting a place at Chelsea. So Plavy understood that, look, we need to give the guy a chance, to settle at Chelsea, which was really, really understandable. And then from there, Chelsea almost did put him on transfer. Yeah. If not Mourinho coming back now, I think they would have put him on transfer. And luckily for him, Mourinho also took him to Real Madrid. So when I took over as the head coach, I called him, Mike, now it's your brother in charge now. You need to come and help. See, Capito, there's nothing you ask me I will not do. But look at my situation now. I was even out of Chelsea, and now Mourinho has helped me to come to Real Madrid. Now, if I tell Mourinho I'm going to play for the Cup of Nations or going, you tell her, okay, if that's where you want, go. So here was a guy, who all along, anytime, because Michael, we all know, anytime we called Michael, he was there for the nation. So at this crucial time that he also needs time to settle in the team, if we say, we will buy him, because in the first place, Michael has never ever written to the FA or said that he will not play for Ghana. And he has not even written any letter as to give me time or whatever. All along his communication, we've been just communicating with him, and he felt that he needs to settle at Real Madrid. And for that reason I understood him. So when he came back to Chelsea and with Mourinho, I said, okay, do you still think, and they said, okay, you let me go back, let me talk to Mourinho, and then I'll get back to you, because I think it's important that I also come to help. He's been in my plans. For about, we spoke from about a month now. He has been in my plans, communication every time, just to, just that he needed at the right time to tell Mourinho, to seek his permission, which for me is perfect. And now that he's got Mourinho's blessing, it's important that we also urge him on than dumping his spirit before he even gets here. Okay. And I believe that Ghanaians should give him 100% support, and even pray for him, so that at Chelsea now he can also get more playing time. Okay. We need to show this not only to him but to all players who are coming back and those who have served the nation.